Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 18, before we say goodbye. So we're just going to get on into it. This is the second to last episode before the tell-all. Yeah, so we're just going to get to it. I say this a lot, but this video will not be long. Not much craziness went down, but quite a bit to talk about. The first couple I want to talk is Vanya and Joshka. So Vanya and Joshka, as we all know, they hit it off. Remember, Vanya was supposed to be in Croatia for Bojo. That didn't work, so she met this Joshka guy. It was all daisies and roses and everything. And she was getting ready to come back to America. And, they're trying to figure out, what their plans on how they're going to do long distance. What about Joshka's kid and everything? How's that going to work and blah, blah, blah. Joshka was saying that whatever he decides, that he'll do anything for Vanya, basically. Which was very nice. So they had an emotional goodbye. And a couple months later, Joshka comes to America for 10 days to hang out with Vanya. They were not intimate when the last night in Croatia, but when he came to America, they spent 10 days together. They went to places. They talked about the house and what they would do, turn the house into a home, basically, and whatever, and everything. It was all, again, all daisies and roses. They actually finally, during that time, were intimate and everything. All daisies and roses. We then later seen Vanya get ready to go to the beach. She's walking to the beach, and then she says her confessional. Then something unexpectedly happened. And we kind of left off with the cliffhanger on what happened. And we seen her crying to one of her friends or whatever. Well, judging by the previews of next week, it looks like Joshka texted her and said that he can't be with her. I kind of seen that coming because I knew it was too good to be true. It was one of those, it was too good to be true kind of moments and stuff. But dang, I would like to see what his reasoning is because I kind of had a feeling that something like that was going to happen. I mean, he made me believe otherwise, but I still think it was a fill-in and replacement of Boja because they needed some more content or whatever. So that was that. Yeah, I feel bad for Vanya. I was pulling for this one, but this relationship actually reminds me. Remember Stephanie and Ryan from season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé when Stephanie, she had Botox, successful business. She went to Belize to be with this guy named Ryan, young guy named Ryan, and he was crazy. And that didn't work, and she ended up hooking up with his cousin. And she said his cousin was just a fill-in because they needed more content or whatever, I think it's just baloney. But still. So yeah, that was Vanya and Joshka. Next couple I want to talk is Sunny and Vea. So Sunny and Vea, they go on a, we left off with Sunny getting mad that she wasn't going to convert to Muslim. In this episode, he wakes up all upset. He's he was on the edge of wanting to propose to her. But, he keeps saying that, if she can't convert to Muslim, we can't be together, basically. So he takes her to this, waterfall place. They look at the waterfall and all that and everything. Real beautiful place and everything. And, they're enjoying that. They decided to take a little swim in the waterfall, kind of romantic and stuff. And then, Sunny tells Vea, had a serious talk with her. He's like, I'm putting my life, on, hold. I mean, not on hold, but, risking my relationship with my family for this and everything. Because I want you to become Muslim, but you're Christian or whatever. He was just like, but you know what? You've been with me through everything, and I kind of want to be with you forever and everything. And, even though this is a risk, I really love you, Vea, blah, 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 and everything. So he actually pulls out the ring and proposes to Vea. And she says yes. Woohoo! They're engaged. But, you know, he's still worried about like what his like mostly his father, what his father's gonna think. And so they're celebrating their engagement. And like when they head back to their hotel, whatever they're staying at, they get into like a discussion on Sonny is saying that he should um, keep that to themselves for a while. And Vega's like, we need to tell somebody, at least tell your father, because if we don't tell your father now, he's gonna be more upset that we hid it from him than anything. And, judging by the previews, we already know the father is not going to approve of this and everything because he wants her to be Muslim. And Sonny said that, she doesn't have to convert if she doesn't want to. We can make it work and everything, which you can, like you really can. So I'm hoping the dad comes around, but, it doesn't look like he's going to come around. So that's just that. So, yeah, so that was Sonny and Vea. Next couple I want to talk is discussing Lauren and Faith. Now, we left off last week with, like, Faith storming out because she felt fear for her life for the first time around Lauren when he was playing with the butter, doing this with the butter knife and smashing cans on his head and everything. She's really upset. Like, Lauren, like, tried to apologize, but like the producers asked, are you gonna go apologize? And he was just like, if she wants to go, I have to let her go, basically, and everything. I'm sorry that I scared her, but I did what I did, basically. So then the next day, Lauren is finally getting ready to go back to America. Fine, I think this last we'll finally see Lauren. He did text Faith, and the Faith agreed to meet up with him one last time to say their goodbyes. So they said their goodbyes, and Faith was just like, it is what it is. You did what you did. Nothing's going to change. We're still done. I only met up with you because I don't think you're a bad person, but I only met up with you so you could get your closure. But we're done. You acted weird. You did so much. Lauren tried to apologize for the gonorrhea, that thing at the club with the girls and everything. Now Faith, she was just like, I really finally came out and said it. I really think that Lauren was trying to use me to stay in the Philippines. And I'm just like, you're just now catching that on, Faith? Like, really? You're just not catching that on? That's been his motive from the get-go, that he's using you just to stay in the Philippines. And now all his plans have backfired. And I'm glad that it happened sooner rather than later. Because now he can't stay in the Philippines, and he started to cry a little bit because he lost you. And normally I would feel bad after a breakup for somebody and when they start crying and stuff. But for Lauren, I did not feel bad one bit. I even felt bad for Ed when this happened to him when he was in the Philippines with Rose. But I do not feel bad for Lauren one bit, not one bit. So, he's going back to Las Vegas with nothing. Research Lauren online. You can find all kinds of things of what's going on in his personal life that I'm just not going to share because he's just disgusting, and I'm just glad that his scenes are over to the tell-all. And I hope everybody calls him out at the tell-all. So that's just my opinion. So I'm happy that Faith finally broke up with him finally and everything. Faith deserves so much better. This was if she could survive this for her first relationship as a trans woman, if she could survive this, she'll be all right. She's gonna be all right. So yeah, that was Lauren and Faith. Next couple I want to talk is my favorite couple, Niles and Matilda. Finally, we have reached the knocking ceremony and the wedding. Prior to that, last time we see Niles and Matilda, Niles had said that his family is just not supportive, and he had to make a decision on his own to move forward with the wedding without his parents' approval, basically. So, and he had to meet with Mr. Ark and his wife and everything so they couldn't be his, Ghanaian parents or whatever to get through the ceremony, and Mr. Ark had to pay the rest of the bride price and everything and whatever. Now, one last pep talk before the ceremonies. I'm really surprised that Mr. Ark said this. He was like, when you're intimate in Ghana, we do not do like basically the anus, basically. And I'm just like, really? Like, really? Like, that was that necessary to say? And even now, it's just like, okay, I wasn't expecting that, and neither was I. Mr. Ark is like, I don't. Mr. Ark is like, I would have a really difficult time. I credit Niles on how he's doing this, but I would have a difficult time dealing with Mr. Ark because he's really like stern and everything. And I dealt with people like him, like especially people like within my churches and stuff and everything. But he's a little bit much with his sternness and everything. So it would, if I was in Niles' shoes, like I would have a really difficult time like dealing with Mr. Ark, especially asking him to be my Ghanaian father, basically. So I mean, I credit Niles for that. So anyway, he did that. Mr. Ark was got announced to everything, how things work here, or whatever. And Matilda comes out, and she looks stunning. Matilda looked very, very beautiful in her dress and everything. Her hair was all done. Like, she looked beautiful. And, they had their little ceremony. They said, I do. They said their I do's and everything. And Niles and Matilda are officially married. The second married couple of the season. I'm not counting Tiger Lily and Adnan, which we did not see in this episode, thank God. So after that, Niles and Matilda, they go back to their hotel and they finally get their groove on and everything. They've been waiting, Niles has been waiting like since he's got there, and they're finally going to do the husband and wife thing and get their groove on. So I'm really happy for them. It was we worked really hard with Niles this season. We worked so hard with him. It was frustrating at times, but we started out like best couple of the season. Then middle part of the season, we were irritated with Niles and everything. Towards the middle end, we're still irritated with Niles, but Niles came through. He came through. So we'll see in the previews on why he lost his job, and I'm glad Matilda's gonna call him out on that one. So yeah, that was Niles and Matilda. And the last couple we gotta talk is freaking Joe and Magda. Now, this couple has been like, they've been confusing to me. Like, I don't know where, I can't get a good read on them. Magda, Joe is really like nonchalant. Magda is really serious and everything. Now, in Poland, they're like, they've been traveling all around Poland, basically. They've been going to a lot of these like romantic spots and everything, and they go to this one like chalet place. So you had to put like, where there was a hot tub, and you had to put like wood on the outside of it to heat it up and everything, or whatever, and everything. Excuse me. So, they go out to this another romantic getaway and everything. And, they get into the hot tub and everything and, kiss or whatever. And the next day they wake up and finally, this is what Joe's been waiting for. Joe and Magda finally got their groove on. Yay. And everything, and she said it was, he said it was worth the wait and everything and all that. So daisies and roses again. So they go out to another place and everything. But Joe, perfect timing, has one more secret that he has to reveal to Magda. So when we first met Joe and Magda, like, it was revealed that Joe had was intimate with some other girl, like during the time crossings when he first got with Magda or whatever, and he was called out on that. Now, like last week, they had a conversation about like their exes and how they're not friends with their exes anymore and whatever. So Joe said that based on our conversation, he said he has an ex from 15 years ago who Magda met on video chat. That they were in a relationship, obviously intimate back then though, but it was 15 years ago. So he sits Magda down and tells her that Magda did not take it lightly. She was pissed. She's like, "You lied to me again. You hide and you lied and everything." Like, Joe was just trying to say, like, it was just like it was 15 years ago. She was like, "I don't care how long it is." Like, and Joe was like, "I really would like for you guys to become friends." She's like, no, 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 no. You either have to choose me or her, basically. And, and she was just going on and on how he lied and hid it from her and everything. Talk about, "I will take your eyeballs out and squish and eat them," or whatever, and everything. They get back to the chalet place that they staying at, and she just goes right to the room and slams the door. Now, this situation, it's tough because I see why Magda got upset about it because he hid it. I wouldn't say he lied. Well, he did lie because she did ask him, like, "Do you have any more secrets of that?" And he did. I guess he did tell her no, so he did lie. Okay. But in this situation, though, yes, he did hide and lie, but 15 years ago, like, really, like, you're storming off over something that happened 15 years ago. Yes, I know, like, when you're in a relationship, you got to be honest with everything and anything. Like, Joe said he didn't really think it through, which, yes, I agree, he didn't think it through. But, I don't feel like the need, like, to tell, like, even my partner, like, I do tell my partner everything. I tell my girlfriend everything about my past and everything. But, like, every single little thing like that, and even, like, 15, like, stuff that happened, like, 15 years ago, like, does it really matter? Like, if this was a real recent thing, I would understand more why she's angry. Now she's saying, like, it's not so bad that that it happened. It's that he should have told her. Yes, I agree, but I don't know. Like, I don't think I see her getting mad, but I don't see her throwing a tantrum. I don't get the tantrum. I see her getting why she's mad, but I don't get why she's throwing a tantrum, if that makes sense. And everything. So he's worried that he's gonna lose her. Like, we'll see in the previews of next week and how that plays out. I think, like, here are the couples who I really think that are still together. I think Niles and Matilda are still together. I think that Sonny and Vay are still together. I do think Joey and Magda are still together, and obviously Tiger Lily and Adnan. Yeah, so 4 out of the 8 couples I think out of the season I think are still together. So we'll see how that plays out. So, but yeah, Joe and Magda, yeah, it's hard for me to get a read on them because, like, I don't know what I know Magda, when we first met Magda, remember, she quit her job as a corrections officer because she's thinking she's coming to America and stuff and everything. And Joe's not ready to propose to her like that. Now, they're both like two extreme opposites. Like Magda is too serious. She needs to tone it down a little bit. Joe is so lively and out there that he needs to be a little bit more serious. They need to find a balanced ground here, or else the relationship's not going to work. So I don't know. Like I said, with Joe and Magda, I understand why she's upset, but I don't get the tantrum that she's throwing over it. If that makes sense. So, but we shall see. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it in the review. Yeah, we got one more episode left before the tell-all. And this season went fast. Remember at the beginning of the season, remember Chidi and Renee? Chidi and Renee will not be at the tell-all, by the way. But remember them. If you want the drama, like, go check on Renee's Instagram, where she's just been bashing Chidi, production crew, Chidi's sister Victoria, like ever since the season started. Like after I knew from the get-go, after episode 1, when she first did her first rant, I'm like, well, she ain't gonna be at the tell-all. And it annoys me when they do that, because like, dang, because I already know, I was like, dang, I really want to see them at the tell-all. I always want everybody at the tell-all, and everything. Like even the ones who I don't like everybody who's on the season needs to be at the tell-all. And I knew from the beginning that after Renee's first little Instagram bashing, from episode 1, that she ain't gonna be at the tell-all. So yeah, so we didn't see her. And remember Brian and Ingrid, their season ended a few weeks ago. Who else ended? Yeah, Vanya and Boja ended a while ago. so yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I will do The Last Resort this week. And once again, there's no Married at First Sight this week. But yeah, I'll do The Last Resort. Next week, I will be on vacation. I will try to do a B90 recap before I go on vacation. Obviously, I ain't gonna do The Last Resort. And as for Married at First Sight, I'll be on vacation I'll do the Married at First Sight recap when I get back from my vacation. I'll be back on that Friday. Married at First Sight comes on Tuesday, the 7th. I'll be back home on the 10th. So I'll do my Married at First Sight recap on the 10th when I get back. But anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. We're growing. It's growing every day. So we're growing more and more. So thank you guys for your love and support. And I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Bye, y'all.